Guys, it's Sarah. So I'm here with my August TBR. So in this one, I'm going to talk about everything I'm going to read in August, including what I am planning to read for Booktubathon, which starts August 3rd and goes through August 9th. It's Monday through Sunday. And there's an actual YouTube channel for Booktubathon. So I'm going to include a link to that down below. But Ariel has been up there already making announcements and talking about the challenges. And there's 5 different hosts this year as well. And then Book Depository has a list of 100 different books that you can get discounts on for Booktubathon. So that's exciting. She includes that list as well. So I'll include a link down there to that YouTube channel if you want to go check her out. But I will talk about the challenges here as well. And then I'll talk a little bit about what I'm going to read throughout the month of August. Hopefully, I'm still a little indecisive about it, but we'll see. So let's get started. Okay, so for Booktubathon, there's 7 different challenges. I'm only going to be choosing 3 different books to read for Booktubathon because I don't foresee myself reading 7 books in 7 days, which is kind of the ultimate goal for the challenges. And the challenges, you know, you only use them if you want to. If you don't want to use the challenges, you don't have to. The goal is to read as much as you can in a week. But the challenges are fun. So I am going to do a couple things for some of the challenges. But overall, I'm only choosing 3 books, and the reason is because some of the books I've chosen are kind of thick, and they're actually, 2 of them are books that I need to read because they are books that were sent to me for review, so yay! Okay, so the first challenge for Booktubathon is to read a book with blue on the cover, which I think is very easy because a lot of books are blue, or at least have some sort of blue on the cover. So that, for that one, okay, so this book was sent to me by Penguin Random House, and it was a surprise. I did not think I was going to get this. I actually sent them an email and requested it, but I did that like a month and a half ago and never heard anything back, so I was like, eh. And then it showed up on NetGalley, and I was like, oh, cool, maybe I could get the Kindle version, so I requested that too. I didn't get that one because this one was actually in the mail to me already, and I didn't know that. So this showed up on my doorstep. I was super surprised to actually get a hardcover of the book from them. I was like, holy crap, I was so excited. So this book is called 100 Days of Happiness. This is about a man who is diagnosed with a terminal form of cancer, so he spends his last few months on Earth, you know, kind of living how he's always wanted to live, and, you know, just making sure that he's spending every single day in complete happiness. This is a work of fiction, and it was actually originally written and published in Italy, so that's exciting. So this is, you know, it was originally written in Italian, and now it's coming out here, and this comes out August 11th, so I need to go ahead and make sure I read it and do a review on it before then. But for the blue, like, his name is kind of in blue. I'm gonna count that. Do you guys count that? It's kind of blue. It's more like a, yeah, it's blue. It's blue. Okay, the second prompt for Booktubathon is to read a book with an author who shares the same first letter of their last name as you. So I hope that makes sense. My last name is Swan, so I will choose an author whose last name starts with an S. And this actually worked out pretty perfectly because I have another book that I got on NetGalley that is for review. It doesn't come out until September, but I want to go ahead and read it now because it is a longer book. But it is called Black Earth, and it is by Timothy Snyder. And this is actually a nonfiction book. It is about the Holocaust, and it says like the Holocaust, a history and a warning. So it's kind of, you know, a little bit of history about the Holocaust, and then kind of how it can affect our society today, how things like this could happen in the future, and what we can do to prevent that kind of stuff. I thought it sounded really interesting. I wanted to read some more nonfiction, so I went ahead and requested it on NetGalley, and I got approved. So I'm going to be reading that one so that I can do a review for that as well, closer to the release date, which I believe is the beginning of September. I think it's September 8th. So yeah, I'm going to be reading that one. The third prompt is to read a book that is someone else's favorite. So someone else's favorite book that you have not read yet. So for this one, you guys, this has been, okay, I'm going to read To Kill a Mockingbird. I've not read To Kill a Mockingbird. I kind of maybe have a little bit of a synopsis on what it's about. I know it follows a young girl, and there's like a trial, and there's a lot of racism, or not, well, yeah, racism and racist content in here. But I've never read it. I've never seen any movies, so I don't know 100% know exactly what to expect, which is good considering this is like probably the most popular book of all time. So this is one of my mom's favorite books, and she's been begging me for probably 10 years, and I'm not exaggerating, to read this book. She's still in shock that I was never assigned it in high school. I was never assigned to read this book ever in high school or college. So that's why I haven't read it. And yeah, so I picked up this copy recently, actually, within the last couple of weeks when Go Set a Watchman came out. This was on display next to it, so I grabbed this because I think it's just beautiful. I love the colors on it. So yeah, Mom, I'm reading To Kill a Mockingbird. It's happening. So those are the 3 prompts that I am going to be reading books for. I'll go ahead and tell you the rest of them. The 4th prompt is to read a book that you most recently acquired. Sorry, I have them on my phone. It's hard to remember all of them. Read the last book you acquired. So that means if you bought it, if someone sent it to you, if a friend gave it to you to borrow, if you got it from the library, just something that is in your possession now, whether you own it or not, read it. So this one actually goes along with that because this is the last book that I have in my possession that was sent to me by Penguin Random House, but it was sent to me and I have not bought any books or anything since then. So that's going to fulfill that prompt as well. Okay, number 5 is very interesting. It's to read a book without letting go of it until you finished it. So read a book from start to finish and you do not put it down until you are done reading it, no matter what you're doing. If you have to cook dinner, you're doing it one-handed or you're doing it with the book under your arm. I'm not going to choose this one. I think that'd be very hard for me unless I had like a graphic novel or something, because I have 2 kids and, you know, I do have to make them dinner all the time. So yeah, I'm not going to choose this one. I think it's a very interesting prompt though. I'm interested to see how people handle that and what they choose to do and everything. It's pretty much got to be a book you read in one day unless you're going to sleep with it, which I don't think people are going to do. But yeah, so I'm going to skip this one, but that is one of the challenges. Okay, question number 6, or prompt number 6, is to read a book that you really, really want to read. And I think any of these kind of fit that category because I have them because I want to read them. You know, I either requested them or I bought it. So I guess any of these books really fulfill that prompt for me. So cool. And prompt number 7 is to read a total of 7 books within the week. I'm not going to be able to do that. I can tell you right now. If I didn't have kids, I probably could attempt it, but I have kids, so unfortunately I can't sit for hours and hours and hours and read. I wish I could, but it's just not a reality for me. So I'm not gonna be able to get to 7 books in 7 days, but if I can read 3, you know, pretty good sized books, then I will be extremely happy with that. So I'm just gonna go with these 3 for the Booktubathon. So that's my Booktubathon TBR. Now let's talk about what I'm going to read for the rest of the month, because I actually kind of don't know. I don't know, I have a lot of books, so I don't know exactly what direction I want to go. My main purpose this month was to get my books read that I have been sent for review, because I have 3 of them, and that is my goal. So, you know, 2 I'm reading for a Booktubathon, 1 I'm currently reading right now, so I'm going to have that done soon. So that was kind of, you know, those were my priorities because they were sent to me with the intention to do a review, so I don't want to let those publishers down by not doing one. And I'd like to continue getting sent books, so yeah. Okay, so I think for the rest of the month, I'm gonna probably just pick a couple things out of my TBR jar because, you know, let's do that. So I have my bunny head here. Speaking of the bunny head, I think bunny head's gonna go. I'm thinking about doing like fancying up a mason jar or something like that, just something a little more pretty. He's cool, but I don't know. I'm thinking about doing something different. And then I actually want to separate my series books from my standalone books, so I'm probably gonna be revamping that here soon. But I'm gonna pick, let's see. So if I can get through 3 in the first week, that's awesome. I'm gonna maybe pick 2 out of here and see how that goes. I'm also keeping in mind my 2015 reading challenge because I need to pick books that are from there that will fit into those categories. So let's see if any of these do. Oh, okay, Queen of the Tierling by Erica Johansson. Interesting. This will fulfill actually a reading prompt of a book that's being made into a movie, because this is being made into a movie starring Emma Thompson, so I'm very excited about that. So yeah, cool. So that'll fulfill a prompt. Okay, so we'll get to that. Let me choose one more and see how it goes. Okay. drop the bunny head. Okay. All right. Okay, this one is Prince Joe, and it's part of a Tall, Dark, and Dangerous series by Suzanne Brockman. It's the first one. Okay, I might put that one on standby because that's not going to fulfill any of my prompts, I don't believe. So let me see if I can find one more that's going to fulfill a prompt. And if I pick one that doesn't fulfill a prompt, I'll probably put one of those back and then just pick something. Let me try one more, and then if not, I'll figure out what I'm gonna do here. A Long Way Down by Nick Hornby. Actually, this one was made into a movie as well. I'll have to see if that fulfills any of my other prompts at all. Okay, so I'm gonna go with those and see how that goes. So Queen of the Tearling, Prince Joe by Suzanne Brockman, and A Long Way Down by Nick Hornby. So I'll definitely read Queen of the Tearling, and then if I have something else that I want to fulfill one of my prompts with, I mean, that would be for this month that fulfill prompts, so that would be actually really good. So maybe I'll need something a little bit not fulfilling a prompt, I guess you could say, a little break from my list. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that. I am also, this month, I'm going to start listening to Outlander on my phone. I already have the audiobook. Gosh. I already have the audiobook on my phone ready to go, so I'm going to be going back to the gym this month as my kids go back to school. I'm actually going to have some time in the mornings to go to the gym and get some good workouts in. I'm very excited about that. And I like to listen to audiobooks when I work out. Sometimes I listen to music, but most of the time I listen to audiobooks because it kind of helps the time go by a lot faster, and then I'm actually like reading, you know, as I'm doing something else good for myself. So but Outlander, the first book, is on my phone ready to go, so as soon as I start going back to the gym, that's going to be on there. And that's actually going to fulfill a prompt as well, because I need to read a book that's more than 500 pages, and that easily fulfills that prompt. So I decided to go ahead and listen to it versus reading it. I think it's going to be a little bit easier for me to get through it that way. So yeah, okay, so that's good. So that's what, 7 books? 8. That's 7 physical books or on my Kindle, and then 1 audiobook. I don't think I'll get through Outlander before August, so I think that's gonna be, it's gonna take me a while. It's 33 hours, so it's gonna take me a while to get through that. But yeah, I'm good with that. So I'm gonna go with these and see how everything goes. I will do another video for the Booktubathon wrap up as well, and then I will have a couple of reviews coming up for the 2 that I'm reading for Booktubathon for reviews as well. So yep. Okay, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I have no problem trying to answer them as best I can. Let me know what you guys are reading for August. If you're doing Booktubathon, let me know as well, and what you're going to be reading and all that good stuff. And make sure you check out the Booktubathon YouTube channel as well. Ariel's doing a great job with it. Okay, hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye.